Hey, Fred. Wanted to ask you about Malachi through 2 games here, understanding obviously that it's still early and it's just preseason, but is there anything you've seen from him that has surprised you to this point?
Uh, no, not really. I think like I said before, I was able to work with him a little bit before the draft in Vegas, so I was able to see he had some game to him. And then just in training camp, just being able to meet him and talk to him, I'm just more impressed with his personality, his demeanor, his character than anything. I mean, they picked him. They picked him first round, so he must be pretty good. That's how I was going into it, and um, I've purposely tried to stay out of his way to let him develop his own game and his footsteps and kind of his own personality instead of everybody just comparing him to me. So he's been doing great, and there'll be ups and downs, but I think that's what we're here for, just to support him along the way.
Has he been coming to you looking to pick your brain about stuff in practice and training camp?
Yeah. Every day. That's what I like about him. He's eager to learn, and he's humble enough to ask. And that's a dangerous combination when you're humble enough to seek out the info, but still have that swagger and that confidence to go out there on the court. And you see what he's been doing the last 2 games. So it's going to be a journey for him, and I'm sure there'll be ups and downs for him, but. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and he's starting off pretty good. Pretty good.
Thanks, Fred. Safe travels.
Hey, Fred, as a veteran now, how are you approaching this preseason? You certainly don't look like you've missed a beat from where we saw you in the bubble. What's been your take on a short preseason and then being able to hit the ground running the way you have these 2 games?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky, man, because just from a leadership standpoint, just trying to be the voice and the example that I need to be for the team, but at the same time, not overdoing it. And then just personally trying to manage my way back in, and also, still make sure I'm sharp and I'm ready, but not overexert myself too early. I know what's to come. I know how the season is. I know, Nick really pretty runs us really hard during the season, so I'm sure the minutes will be up. So just trying to maintain and just get my individual work in and staying sharp, and just trying to be the best leader I could be every day.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Fred.
Thank you.
Fred, even without Kyle there, what did these 3 days show you just about what this group's going to be about and what's, how this season, how you guys could look at the start of the season?
I think we're still dangerous. We're still dangerous, and I knew that before the season started. We're gonna miss those guys that are not here, obviously, but we got new guys that we got to try to plug in and get them up to speed and continue to do what we do. Our tradition hasn't left, our character hasn't left, our foundation hasn't left. So we just got to plug the new pieces in and see how it's going to roll. And it's going to take some adapting and some changing, and there'll be bumps along the way. But every year I tell you guys the same thing. I like our chances, and this year isn't any different. It'll just look different. So. I think the young guys show some bright spots over these last 2 preseason games, and we got to try to take that and build on it.
Thank you, Fred.
Fred, how are you, sir?
Good.
Just to go back to your comments about leadership, what is it about you that accepts that kind of role on this roster? And we've seen it for years in sort of building. What is it about you that welcomes that? I
was born for it. I mean, I've been told that my whole life, whether I like it or not. It's just the position I am. I've been in this position for a long time now, since I was a little kid, and there's times where I wasn't so good at it, and there's times where I've been great at it, and I just try to manage that, every day, and just try to help guys reach their full potential. That's my ultimate goal as a point guard and as a leader, is just help guys reach their goals, while also, still maintaining my own personal ambition. So I think it's just being accountable, being vocal, being honest, being blunt. And, I think once people see, what type of energy you're on, they gravitate towards that. And it doesn't work for everybody. There's a couple guys here and there that I don't click with, but the respect level is always there, and that's all you look for.
Thanks, Fred. It's a great off day story you just gave me. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Doug.
Hey, Fred. I noticed that DeAndre was playing a little bit more on ball, I guess. How did you think he played tonight, and sort of with you off ball? How'd that connection work?
He was great, man. He was great. He kind of was in the Pat McCall role today, just taking the pressure off. Those guys were picking up full court, and just having that extra ball handler. And he was a scorer in college. I remember him coming out, same class, and DeAndre has some great ball skills, and he can put on the floor, he can shoot, and he can play make. And so just the rhythm. I think I've been studying his game. I think he knows my game, and so we just had a natural rhythm out there. And I was able to find him. He found me. But just having an extra ball handler who can bring it up and initiate the offense and get us off the ball sometimes is great. Alongside his defensive pressure, his length, his rebounding, I thought he was really, really, really good tonight. And hopefully, we can build on that going forward.
And last one, the coaches were talking about how they'd like to use Siakam a little bit more as sometimes maybe a facilitator when the double team comes. He didn't really force anything tonight. He was looking to pass, at least it seemed to me. What did you think of how he played sort of as more of a facilitator and keeping his efficiency up?
P's great, man. He'll be good. We're still figuring it out. All of this stuff is new to all of us. And, I think that'll be more on the coaching side of putting him in spots where we know we're baiting the defense to pass, and we know the spots where he's going to, look to score. So it's just a rhythm that we got to find, and it's game to game because every defense is different, but he's going to be getting every team's full attention, probably for the rest of his career. So we work on it every day, just trying to find the right spots for guys to be in, and it's going to take more time. Obviously, once we sprinkle Kyle back in, that's another wrinkle we'll have to put in. But I thought P was great, and I just love his energy and his personality. I know you guys were pretty rough on him after the playoffs, but I like his motor and his energy going forward, and I'm excited about the year that he's going to have.
Thank you. Safe flight.
Thank you.